A bittersweet approval by Belvidere City Council means a beloved bowling alley will close its doors for good.
But WIFR News reporter Sydney Stoffregan talks with city leaders about what some say makes this decision a perfect strike.
This is an ideal fit.
Belvidere is on the up and up, says Pamela Lopez-Fadis, the chief executive officer of Growth Dimensions. Monday night, City Council approved a plan by developer M.H. Bradley to demolish Dodge Lane's bowling alley and replace it with 3 lots, prime for potential business.
These are locations that are frequently utilized by young people, young professionals that are going to school.
The decision leaves a bittersweet taste in the mouths of some city leaders.
Anybody who's been in Belvidere for any length of time has frequented Dodge Lanes. I know I did.
Taking Dodge Lane's place behind me will be a Starbucks and a Chipotle, leaving room for one more business to take root. Belvidere Mayor Clint Morris hopes this will expand the city's options in a way that is attractive to younger generations.
When the property becomes worth more than what the business, they're willing to keep the business open, then obviously, it makes it very marketable.
Belvidere's appeal is its central location, says Lopez-Fadis. She adds that several businesses wait in the wings to add to the booming development throughout the city of murals.
We have great access to rail, roads, and air, and more cost effective for a lot of businesses to be outside of some of the larger cities.
In Belvidere, Sydney Stoffregan, WIFR News.
Harry and Jane Speckman ran Dodge Lanes for close to 30 years.
Yeah, Harry tells WIFR it is time to close their doors, but they are grateful for all the community support over those 3 decades.
Very nice.